kutung 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 sahur 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 sahur.
I mean, if you look at how it's doused, it's leaking and doused in chili. This is cow tongue.
Yeah.
I think my body might go on total shutdown after this. Selamat datang. Hari ini kita ada makanan spesial. And if you don't know what that means,
Welcome. Today we have some special food in Bahasa Indonesia. So well done. That's pretty good.
we're back. Iftars around the world, and today it's Indonesia. We're joined with a dear friend of mine, Ustad Farouk, or as I like to call him, Abang Farouk. We have a lot of dishes on display today, as you can see. So we'll start with the kolak. You guys obviously cannot smell this, but this smells so sweet. It looks a bit like chicken and soup, but it actually smells like toffee apple and caramel.
It does give that. Yeah, so it's actually palm sugar.
Palm sugar?
With coconut cream, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
And with pandan, that makes the actual sweet, I guess, syrup. And the people would have different things. Some people make it with sweet potato. So over here we have pumpkin.
Okay.
Typically you'd find banana as well. But today we have kolak pumpkin.
Kolak pumpkin. All right, bismillah.
Try bismillah.
Wow, that is sweet.
Yeah, so imagine this as the first thing after dates and water.
Allah.
It's a rush of sugar.
This is a new favorite of mine. Okay, walk us through what is our next dish.
This is AYAM PENYET.
Ayam penyet. Am I saying that correctly?
AYAM PENYET.
Ayam penyet.
So AYAM means chicken, and PENYET means like flattened or squashed. So it's just the way they're saying this chicken is tenderized.
Oh, okay.
And around it you have some sides, which is cucumber.
Okay.
Or
Fresh. Hatimun.
Timun.
Timun.
Timun. And then you have tofu or tahu.
Tahu.
And tempeh or tempeh.
Tempeh. Okay, tempeh is, I'm familiar with tempeh. I noticed a lot of, with Indonesian dishes,
Yeah.
there tends to be a lot of served with rice.
Yeah, so
why is that?
you would find rumah makan or restaurants where people go to eat.
Okay.
You would have the rice and you have stacks of plates with different types of lau, or so they call it sambal.
Sambal.
Or dishes.
Dishes,
right?
okay.
And then you would say, all right, so you got your plate of rice, and then you want the fried chicken, and you'd want let's say rendang, and then they would add like 3 dishes, and then you'd have all of those as you go. But rice, I know a lot of people that came from Indonesia to here, they could eat everything on the table, but if they haven't had rice yet, they would feel like they have not eaten.
Out of place.
Yeah, it's
okay.
like, I gotta have rice, or otherwise, belum makan, or I haven't eaten.
Okay, well, let's dig in.
What we have here is some extra sambal ABC. So
Okay, that's
extra chili
spice.
sauce. Do you want some chili?
You know what? I'm gonna sambal on there.
Go for it.
Bismillah.
That's quite a lot. Okay, bismillah.
Alright.
All right.
Bismillah. Wow. And if you're feeling a little bit festive, you can never go wrong with a slice of cucumber. And we have over here
Telur goreng belado.
some chili eggs.
Yes.
I mean, this is something that you don't see every day. I mean, I don't know if you guys have heard of a Scotch egg. That's a bit different. But this is in a league of its own. Would it be permissible to mix the two, perhaps?
Yes, it is definitely permissible.
I mean, if you look at this, I mean, if you look at how it's doused, it's leaking and doused in chili. Oh, that is that is kicking in already. That is actually really kicking in. Okay, not bad, not bad. I'm feeling it. It does complement it quite well. Okay, the chili's kicking in a little bit. I think my body might go on total shutdown after this. So this Telur goreng, is this specific to any region of Indonesia?
It's pretty standard across the whole archipelago.
I'm trying to speak with a straight face. My eyes are slowly closing. I don't know. I'm blinking quite a lot. It's getting a bit. Yeah.
So what we can do now is also invite rendang to the plate.
Okay.
Back in the day, because they didn't have fridges, right, to store food, they would typically try and make food for the day, right? But if there was a food that could be extended in terms of its shelf life, it would be rendang. And this rendang is quite wet, but the rendang that they would want to store for a long time would be cooked for hours until like even the sauce is kind of like pulpy or just very, very thick.
I don't know if you guys can see over here, but the sauce runs through this dish like the Nile River. Like it really does run through, and it's quite solid. So what's in the sauce itself?
So the base of it is coconut cream.
Coconut cream?
Yeah.
I would not expect that. I just did it just to throw it in there. That is solid. Team Rendang all the way. Indonesians and spice. It's a love affair that just continues. I think Indonesia has like the most growing amount of Muslims. I don't know how many.
About 230 million.
SubhanAllah, 230 million Muslims. The most concentrated Muslim population in the world, is that right?
SubhanAllah.
Allah. You know what's missing from this? I feel like that's missing from this table. Baso baso!
You know bakso?
I do know baso. I mean, everyone knows the song, right? I don't know. Do you guys know it? Abang tugum bakso, mana mana sini, aku mau beli. What was it?
Beli. And over here you have Sate Padang.
Sate Padang, beef skewers. You can never go wrong with beef skewers. These are so chewy and so full of flavor. I don't think I've ever had anything like this, ever.
Yeah?
It's really nice.
Yeah. I mean, what do you think? What did you think this was?
It's beef, right?
Okay, it's from a cow. You look closely. You see those textures.
There's little bumps on this thing.
Yeah. What does that look like? What do you think that's? What cut of the cow is that? I'll give you a clue. It's the cow's tongue.
This is cow tongue.
Yeah.
Cow tongue. So this is cow tongue. Mm-hmm. I mean, with that said, please have the last one. I think I'm gonna, pass on that one.
Thank you very much.
Okay, and now we have our final dish, Nasi Goreng, which translates to
literally fried rice.
Fried rice. Let's dig in. So this rice is filled with carrots, sweet corn, peas.
Yeah, you could have it as a breakfast dish, but any time of day, Nasi Goreng is all good.
Any time of day, Nasi Goreng is pretty good. We should quote that.
It's usually well seasoned enough to have it on its own, but some people would add to it.
I dare you. Have half a spoon of this chili with that, and this. I'll do it if you do it.
That's just the oil, bro. You gotta go for the actual chili. Get that right there in the middle.
Yes. Before I can get all. I think that's an adequate. Is that an adequate amount? That's cheating. You gotta have.
Man.
All right, ready?
Bismillah.
Okay, slightly regretting it a little bit, but that really does make it with an extra kick of flavor.
I feel my sinus clearing. People would have like sweat running and their nose running and like, but it's really nice, and they'll go back into it.
No, I don't know if a lot of people know this, but Australia's relationship with Indonesia goes back really, really far. Australia was first sought after the English settlers, but a little fact for you guys at home, the Indonesians were actually in Australia way before them. It actually started with a trade with the moccasins coming to the shores of Australia. And if you want to find a little bit more on that topic, you can watch our video on how Indonesia gained the biggest Muslim population. As for this, bagus.
Bagus sekali. So typically we can finish with a nice beverage. I think what we have here today is some es campur, which
Es campur.
Es campur, yeah, which means like mixed ice.
I don't know if you can see on camera, but there's some looks like black pearls. I think this looks like
like boba.
Boba, yeah, boba. And this looks like lychee. Would that be correct? Would I be correct
So
with that?
it's not black pearls. It's black grass jelly.
Okay, grass jelly.
You do see lychee there. There's some coconut flesh, some jackfruit. That's the yellow pieces over there.
Jackfruit.
Yeah, typically you'd have it with ice cubes or shaved ice. And they put condensed milk as a sweetener, and another sweet thing they put some syrup. I think it's another thing about Indonesia, during suhoor time, have someone walk through with a drum, and they'll be like, tung 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 sahur 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 sahur, and then that would get everyone up. It'd be like a nice alarm system.
It's been an absolute pleasure to have the dearest Abang Farouk join us.
First of all, jazakallah khairan. Thank you so much.
Wa'ayak.
Terima kasih banyak.
Terima kasih.
Sama-sama.
Sama-sama. Terima kasih, and thank you all for watching. Let us know in the comments your favorite Indonesian dish. Make sure you hit the bell for notifications, like this video, and subscribe for more OnePath content.